field in and of itself. We're going to talk about that. And then you also do, anytime we see crosswalks and different things like that, arrows and stuff. So let's kind of jump into what does signage look like, and talk us through what all different signs you do and the importance of signs.
Well, of course, our number one thing is safety.
Okay.
And the concern of our citizens in making sure that we have good signage so that the citizens are safe. And we've got a process there. You want me to go into the process?
Yeah, what does that look like for you guys? How do you know what to put signage, and all of that kind of stuff?
There is a uniform code,
Okay.
the MUTCD, and it is a standardization of all the signs that are legal to be placed on our roadways. And we have programs for that we're able to pull up in our computer. We're blessed with some new equipment.
Yeah.
And very grateful for. We have a new sign table, a new laminator. This laminator puts a sheeting over the new sign that we make, and it allows it 10 years of UV protection. And a new printer, of course, and the printer allows us to work better, work faster, make a cleaner product, and so we're excited about that.
So what about if, like, let's hypothetically, because I know you get these requests and I do too, but the average end user may not know that. Let's say I've got people speeding down my street and I don't have any speed limit signs, or maybe we have a lot of kids in our neighborhood.
Right.
And, I see those children at play signs somewhere else. Can they call and request something like that?
You bet. You can call our office and we'll be glad to assist you in that through the Public Works office. And we went around before school this year and changed the majority of all the old yellow to the new kind of a chartreuse colored signs. That's the new standard. And we're phasing into. And if you've got a sign in their neighborhood that you feel like's faded and in disrepair, give us a call. We'll be glad to help you.
You talked about that, and I love the fact that you guys were prioritizing school districts, because safety is really your number one concern. That's what you said, safety. And so school districts are really where we got the most kids. And right before school, you guys go around, you make sure all the signs look good, you make sure all the crosswalks look good, you make sure all the arrows are good. You guys that's really kind of like your Super Bowl time, because you're like really, really busy.
We crunch right before we're going back to school. That's a time for us to. We of course have these new flashers too.
Yeah.
And we've got the flashers we've had for years. We've upgraded those to a newer technology, and a little bit easier to work with. We're able to get into them with a computer, and we can set up the calendar for the whole school year, and it makes our job easier. But we still have issues. There's still problems to work out from time to time. You see it flashing and it shouldn't be, give us a call. We can't be everywhere and see everything, and we're glad for the citizens to see it.
I agree. And so we're filming this in 2025 right now. This could be watched 3 years down the road. But the other day I sent you a citizen sent me a picture of a stoplight that had the red light and the green light on at the same time, and I'd never seen that. And I sent that to you, and you're like, "Hey, we're on our way." And so, kind of walk me through that, because we're talking about a stoplight that has two lights on at the same time. I have no idea how that even works.
Well, it really should never happen, but it was due to some water intrusion into our cabinet, and it shorted a couple of circuits out, and it caused the red and green to be on at the same time, and that's a bad situation. We want to get on those immediately and get it rectified to save accidents.
And you were probably out there probably from the time I received the picture to probably within 15 minutes. You were on scene, probably quicker than that.
Yeah, we try to get to those as soon as possible, because safety concerns, and we don't want anybody to have an accident. We sure don't want anybody to have an accident due to a malfunction of a traffic signal.
Yeah, that's okay. So another thing that I haven't even thought about is we have these cameras called MyoVision.
Yes.
And you guys are championing this for us, and it's really cool. Kind of share a little bit what MyoVision does and what it's going to do for the citizen. There really a lot that, and I think we're just using a little bit of them, but we're going to get so much more into them.
Oh, yes, yes. We're sitting at about half of our current. We have 35 signals in place, and we're going to be able, we got a very generous budget this year approved, and it's in the works right now to purchase the remainder of our locations. So
wow, I didn't know that, so that makes me happy.
So we're going to have MyoVision at every intersection. This MyoVision camera system is state of the art. It gives us real-time video footage, and it also allows us to have better detection even during fog and rain. We got better detection. A lot of times the older cameras just wouldn't pull through, and we would miss calls. It allows us to do a lot of things. Number one is we can tell you right now at any point in time how many vehicles has gone through, how many pedestrians, how many bicycles. And so we can forward that to the mayor's office and to planning, and allow them to help plan our city. That allows us, if someone has an accident at that intersection, we'll be able to go back in time and retrieve that information and see if indeed who the fault was. And it allows us a lot of opportunities in that way. And number one, it's a safer driven camera. It allows us to see detect vehicles and pedestrians better.
Does it help control the stoplights, what turns red and green and all of that?
It does. It has AI intelligence, and it is able to learn traffic patterns.
It's kind of scary.
Yeah.
Kind of scary
Yeah.
what we're dealing with. So.
Its point is to lower stop time.
Okay, and that's a good thing.
Lower stop time, because it's frustrating for drivers, which lowers road rage and that sort of thing, because we keep traffic moving. That's our concern, is keep traffic moving at a safe pace.
And they can communicate with one another, and they can allow us that flow.
That flow.
I love that. So the fact that we're able to also assist Russellville Police Department in investigating those different things, that's key. So also, we're talking about the actual physical lights. So you have to maintain those lights. How long does a bulb last up there?
We have all before my time here, 9 years ago, we had already everything was to LED.
Oh wow, okay.
So they'll last a good couple of years.
Okay.
Generally, we don't, but all the ones we're replacing now are LEDs that have finally give up. But during the summertime, we get a lot more. And I kind of joke to the guys that, we're always replacing reds. That means the red's on too much.
Yeah, that's true. That may be true. Now, and also, what are the things that go around the lights, the shrouds or whatever? You have a proper name for them, because every now and then I'll call you and say, hey, Tim, there's one of those things. I don't know what it's called. Maybe I'll get it.
Well, I call them a visor.
Visor. Yes, it's a visor, yes.
Yes, it helps shield it. And when the storm comes through, high winds, what have you, or a limb or a vehicle, a large truck bumps it, a lot of times those break or come loose. Let us know. We'll get out and get them replaced.
Yes. Now, here's the big thing that you guys do. We see these little silver boxes everywhere, and that's where the brains of the operation is. So what goes on in that box?
Well, there is a controller, and that is the brain of the cabinet or the intersection. Then we have what's called a MMU, or a conflict monitor. That monitor is if there is a conflict with the inputs from the controller, it will cause the light to go into flash. Okay. And so whenever you come up to a light and all directions are in flash, something has gone wrong,
Okay.
and that's just another fail-safe protection to protect the citizens. If there's a problem, it will go into flash.
Now, does that alert you?
That doesn't, and we're not able to get that alerts, but we do have alerts from power outages.
Okay.
When we lose power, through the Mile Vision. That's another great exciting thing about it is we get a text message when we lose power to the Mile Vision.
Now, do you have a backup battery on those cabinets?
Yes, sir. We have battery backups on every unit in
How long does that
Russellville.
last?
They'll last about 8 hours.
Oh, okay. That's
yeah,
quite a while then.
they'll last a good long time. And of course, that's another maintenance item. We'll have to continue to upkeep and continue to replace batteries and that sort of thing. But everything's subject to failure, and so we do have battery backup so that we don't lose power.
Well, that's a lot of information on traffic signage and all of our striping. Excuse me. Is there anything that we're missing that you can think of that we hadn't talked about?
Well, we do a lot of cable locates. We located over 1,100 locates last year alone because we're doing a lot of work in Russellville. And with those, we have one calls placed by the 811 service, and we go out on, we probably only go out on 10 to 15% of them. We're able to see from the office that we don't need to, but we have to at least check that many every year. Another thing is our street lighting.
I didn't think. Yes.
All your decorative streets lights in town. You have some around Parker Road area, and then of course down El Paso and Sequoia and 12th Street. Those decorative lights we take care of and we maintain. You see any of those out or burning during the daytime, let us know. We can get out there and fix them.
That's awesome. I wasn't even thinking about that. So,
well, vehicle accidents and tear downs, and we take care of it all.
You stay busy.
Yeah.
You stay busy. So, all right. Well, man, Tim, thanks for coming out. Thank you guys. That's our traffic department. A lot's going on there. Thank you guys for visiting. We'll see you the next time. Thanks.